Are you in the market for a budget-friendly fish finder? Came across the Garmin Striker 4 series, but are confused between the differences between the Garmin Striker 4, Garmin Striker 4 Plus, Garmin Striker 4 CV, and the Garmin Striker 4 Vivid CV? Well, you're in luck. Darren Wendell here with Wendell Fishing, and I'm going to walk you through the key differences between all those to help you make an informed decision. And first, let's dive into the screen size. There's going to be two different screen sizes across all four of these models. On the Garmin Striker 4, you're going to get a 3.5-inch diagonal display. When you upgrade to the Garmin Striker 4 Plus, that's going to be a 4.3-inch display. When you go to the Garmin Striker 4 CV, it's going to go right back down to the 3.5-inch display. And when you go to the Garmin Striker 4 Vivid CV, it's going to jump back up to the 4.3-inch diagonal display. So if you're looking for a larger screen, you're going to look at the Plus, you're going to look at the Vivid. Now let's walk through some of the other differentiators in these models. Now the good news, every single one of these are going to have CHIRP technology, compressed high intensity radiated pulse. This is a technology that actually came out a while ago, back in 2011. Instead of throwing down one sonar signal, it's going to emit a bunch of sonar signals. And essentially what that's going to do for you is give you a crisper, clear image. However, when you upgrade to the CV models, CV stands for ClearVü, which is really just Garmin's downscan. It's going to give you that near photographic image of what's happening underneath the boat. So if you're looking for that function, you're only going to be looking at the Garmin 4 CV and the Vivid CV. Now on the Garmin Striker 4, 4 Plus, and 4 CV, you're going to get the standard color palettes. These standard color palettes are going to include the colors blue, yellow, classic blue, classic white. You're gonna get maroon, you're gonna get red, green, you're gonna get orange, red, green, and gray. However, when you upgrade to the Vivid CV, you're gonna get these vivid color palettes, which they say it's gonna help you differentiate and contrast that underwater structure and fish better. Vivid red, anglers are gonna like this for more shallow water. Vivid orange is popular with anglers when there's a lot of debris in the water or vegetation. Vivid yellow is gonna be that bright. Anglers like this for deeper water. Vivid green for mid-range. Vivid blue is going to be really great for deeper, clear waters. Purple is going to be really great for that low light, very, very deep water. And Vivid white's going to be really great for that dingy, murky water. So if you're looking for those vivid color palettes, once again, only available in one unit, the Garmin Striker 4 Vivid CV. Now let's talk about mapping capabilities. Now on the Garmin Striker 4, you're not going to have any type of mapping. However, when you upgrade to the Garmin Striker 4 Plus, you're going to get the Garmin Quickdraw Contours mapping, which really just allows you, the user, to run this back and forth over any body of water and map that lake yourself up to 1 foot contours. Now, when you upgrade to the Garmin Striker 4 CV, you don't get that mapping option with the Garmin Contours. However, when you go to the Garmin Striker 4 Vivid, you then get that mapping capability back. So if you're looking for that mapping capability, it's only going to be available in 2 units, Garmin Striker 4 Plus and the Garmin Striker 4 Vivid CV. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get talked about a lot when it comes to these units, which is going to be resolution. Resolution is the number of pixels within that screen. It's going to make the clarity of that screen a whole lot better. Now, on the Garmin Striker 4 and the Garmin Striker 4 CV, you're actually going to get a better resolution. I believe it is 320 by 480. Now on the larger screens, the Garmin Striker 4 Plus and the Vivid CV, you're actually going to get a worse resolution. It's going to be 272 by 480. Now, you probably wouldn't notice this a lot unless you had them side by side, but nonetheless, that is one of the drawbacks of upgrading to one of the larger screens. So if you're like uber budget conscious, you're going to want to go for the Garmin Striker 4, this unit right here. It's going to cost you, I think I've seen it as low as $108 on Amazon. If you don't like how small this screen is, you're going to want to upgrade to the Garmin Striker 4 Plus, get that mapping, get lower resolution. However, it's not going to be that much more. I've seen these as low as $139.99. Now, if you want that underwater clear view, now you got 2 options, and really this is no brainer for me. You can get the Garmin Striker 4 CV, which is discontinued on the Garmin's website. I don't recommend it since there's a million of them made. They're still selling them on Amazon, and I'm sure there's a ton of them on the secondary market. However, I've seen those go. These are the most expensive. at $179.99. And so what I would recommend, if you're up toward that price range and budget level, I would recommend the Garmin Striker 4 Vivid CV. You're gonna upgrade with the Vivid color palette. You're gonna upgrade with the ClearVü. You're gonna have a little less resolution. However, you're gonna get the Garmin Contours mapping and the larger screen, which in my opinion, that is gonna be the best bang for your buck. And I've seen those as low as $159.99. So I'll throw the links to all these fish finders in the description below, but hopefully this is helpful for you. Now, every single one of these fish finders, you're gonna need to power in some way. So if you already have a battery and it's a 12-volt system, which is what every single one of these models run off of, you can just pipe that into that battery. However, if you're running a kayak or a small boat and you don't have a motor, you don't have a battery, you're gonna need to power this somehow. And I got the video for you. Check that out right there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you.